Hello everyone and welcome to the Live in the D Green Room, where we're going to continue some of the chit chat. Michelle Oliver is hanging out with me. We had so much fun on Live in the D today.
We had a blast today. It just flew by.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
And one of the cool things we talked about on the show today was this plant lady called the Plant Fairy.
Yep.
She is magical when it comes to plants. I have no idea how we would kill every plant she owns.
We were like, I don't even want the responsibility of a $20,000 plant. It was a lot. Because we were saying, you were like, well, maybe it's like a piece of art. And I was like, but at least I can't kill a piece of art, one.
Yeah.
Two, we're hoping that the art would appreciate and I could sell it one day if I needed some money.
I like Tati's thinking investments and stuff. Yeah. She's not dropping $20,000 on a plant.
That's not
just for
going to ever
They're
happen.
not all $20,000, but you take a look.
I'm not paying more than $39.99 for a plant.
There we go. Yeah. that sounds in our price range. Whatever you can find at like Home Depot.
Home Depot. That's my speed right there. But this woman is phenomenal. So check it out.
Now there's something a bit magical happening on Detroit's east side. One local botanist has taken her passion for growing plants to another level.
Oh, I like that. Well, April Morton introduces us to the rare plant fairy who's receiving global requests for her plants.
Detroit is known for producing some pretty amazing things, but rare exotic plants?
So I grow and sell rare tropical plants, and I became the rare plant fairy because I grant people plant wishes.
Say what? Grant plant wishes?
You're welcome. You still have a lot. So people oftentimes look for particular plants, and then over time I just learned to grow those specific types, and I learned to read the market and anticipate what people want.
And she's granting those wishes to customers all over the globe. We'll get back to that awesomeness in a minute. What's so cool, she's creating all this magic from a warehouse on the east side. So how does one become a plant fairy?
I started off as a collector. I just kind of collected the plants that I liked, and it just so happens that my taste pretty much matches everyone else's taste, and I can anticipate what people want and what colors they want or what shapes they want, and I try to either source them or grow them myself.
Believe it or not, Jocelyn grew her first plant in her spare bedroom just a couple of years ago. She literally outgrew it, and now, well, like I mentioned before, her plants are in such high demand. She has orders coming in from around the world. This plant, the Thai constellation Monstera, she says, is her most popular plant. These beauties headed to Hawaii. That's right, Hawaii. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that place has exotic plants and flowers everywhere, right?
A funny thing is the Monstera actually grows wild in Hawaii, but the specific color pattern that we grow is not like something that's found in the wild.
Okay, all this is too interesting, so I had Jocelyn show me how to create a custom plant.
This plant is loved for its round leaf shape, and there's other plants here. For example, this one is known for its red veins, and we can cross them and see if we could get something with a round leaf shape with red veins. Here we have a female receptive flower. So it has, if you zoom in, you could see dewy drops of pollen here that you could just rub onto the female parts. Why don't you give it a try?
Okay, here we go, guys. I've never
before. Just to rub grab some pollen and then rub it onto here and all the way up. Yeah, there you go. That's what you do.
So if I did my job right, the plant will grow berries, which will contain seeds to be planted.
And after a couple months, we'll see what we got.
Oh, I can't wait to be a new plant mama. I'm just in awe. All of this is happening right here in Detroit. And when I tell you this greenery is not cheap.
This plant itself is like $8,000.
$8,000?
Yeah.
She even has a plant worth $20,000. Whoa, I don't know, but maybe I'm in the wrong business.
I agree, April. Maybe we are in the wrong business.
I'm telling you. What? Don't give me any plant that costs $20,000.
I was just
that's too much.
We were both like, we will just completely kill that plant if we had it. So she needs to help us keep it alive. Does it come with an insurance plan?
That's what I'm talking about. contact with her on a regular
Yes.
basis to make sure you're taking care of your $20,000 investment.
Exactly.
Very interesting.
Jocelyn posts her products weekly online on her website. It's Rare Plant Fairy. And she says usually they sell out within a couple of hours.
That is incredible.
People got money to spend for these plants.
I don't have that money for a plant. No.
It's like a piece of art. That's what I was thinking of it as. Think of it as art for your house.
I can't
that you have
kill
to keep
a piece
alive.
of art.
That you have to keep alive.
That's it.
All right, so Michelle was at one of the metro parks, fancy free, riding her bike, taking in the fresh
Feeling
air.
the wind in my hair.
Tell us all about it.
So the Metro Parks are an amazing place. They have so many neat attractions, especially in the summertime where you can really take full advantage of them. One thing I didn't realize, their most popular attraction is their trails. Did you?
Oh, I did not know that.
Right?
That's
You would think like maybe the
interesting.
beach, maybe this, but no, they have so many different kinds of trails. You can get your workout on. There's like a fit trail.
Yeah.
There's like beautiful trails by the water. There's like nature trails where you go through the woods.
That bike riding trail.
Bike
which is what
riding
you
trails,
did.
which is what I did.
I
So
like it.
come take a look at Stony Creek Metro Park where I went and checked out the trails.
Summer is a time to get outside and enjoy nature, whether that be riding your bike or just going for a walk. And if you're looking for someplace new to explore, our sponsor, the Huron-Clinton Metro Parks, has a bunch of trails for walking, running, biking, and more. So I headed out to one of those parks, Stony Creek Metro Park in Shelby Township, to check them out. As you drive into a metro park, maybe to visit the beach or splash around at one of their water playscapes, you've probably spotted these trails weaving alongside the road. This is actually one of their biggest attractions.
One of the most popular things to do in the Metro Parks by far is our variety of trails. So in total, we have just over 400 miles of trails in the Metro Parks. That's all of our trail types.
And they have a lot of different types of trails.
The hike bike trail is our paved trail that we're standing on right here that you will find at almost every Metro Park across the system. It means that you can bike, you can hike, or you can also walk, run, rollerblade, pretty much any non-motorized activity.
And if you don't have a bike, you can always rent one, like I did.
So they're equipped with bells and safety features so that you can get around the park even if you didn't bring a bike with you.
All right, so I will say this bike has no gears, so it is making it a tough ride. I am getting in my workout. Whew. Speaking of working out, they have a trail for that too.
A fit trail usually runs alongside some of our hike bike trails in a variety of parks, and there are fitness stations along the way to add an additional exercise into your walk, run, bike, or hike.
I needed a break, so I just decided to take a breather by the water. It's really pretty. He doesn't need a break. He's good.
So the hike bike trails in a variety of parks often connect into neighboring communities. They connect metro parks in some cases, and they're tied into existing regional trail systems.
If you're looking for some peace and quiet, check out their nature trails.
The nature trails are where you're going to find a lot of wildlife. So you'll encounter a lot of bird watchers, a lot of photographers taking nature photography. They are a natural surface trail. They're usually around our nature centers and interpretive centers. What makes them a little bit unique is that you're not allowed to bring pets and no bikes.
Their rustic hike trails will give you a similar vibe, but you can bring your furry friend. And then there are the multi-use trails.
So we are currently standing on Sheldon Trails, which is at Stony Creek Metro Park. It is a multi-use trail system, so it's most well known for its mountain biking opportunities, but you can also hike and walk through this trail system as well.
It's full of fun obstacles for the bikers to test out and has posted signage to keep everyone safe.
So you'll come across signposts that actually have arrows and activity icons, so you can see which direction you should be traveling based on the activity that you are doing.
In fact, the signs at all their trailheads are super informative.
All of our trail types have a little bit of a description in each of the parks of the type of experience a visitor could expect, so that a visitor can decide if that's an experience that they're capable of doing.
So take a look and find a trail that sounds like fun to you. I can attest it makes for an enjoyable afternoon. my job rocks sometimes. All right, to explore the different types of trails at your local Metro Park and to find the park nearest you, go to metroparks.com. That's metroparks.com.
And of course, in the summertime, we are hosting family and friends and having guests over and going over to people's events. But what is hospitality? And we had a really interesting conversation about this.
Yes.
I mean, Mike Bonner was kind of insinuating that you might come to his house and there might not be any food. What was?
How do you not have food at your house?
Yeah,
like everybody
for guests.
Yes, for you have to have drinks, you have to have food. But there's old-fashioned rules that are a little bit like they were written down in fancy manners books, but how have they modernized is kind of what you talked about. Like, what is the new thing? So what is the Tati Amara hosting experience?
You're going to eat, you're going to have a good fun, and you're going to have great drinks, and there's going to be a framework. Nothing rigid, but there has to be a framework, especially if you want to have a little bit of a game night involved in it, right? Which you do a lot.
Yeah, I like game nights. We have the games already kind of pre-picked, like these 5. Let's choose between these. If it's too loosey-goosey, everyone's going to kind of, I don't know, you might end up watching TV.
That's right.
It's just not what you want.
We need some order to have a good time. So here's our conversation.
So when you have people over to your house or you go to someone else's house, there are certain amounts of hospitality that is expected, right? I mean, I say yes. Is hospitality the same as it's always been? That's the question. That's what we're getting into today for What's the Buzz? And joining us to talk about this are comedian Mike Bonner, the managing editor of the Michigan Chronicle and the woman behind SingleBlackChick.com, AJ Williams, and comedian and magician Jason Magic are all joining us this morning. Hey, guys.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
I like your dress. Beautiful color.
Thank you. Thank you. You can.
You can say it.
Listen,
You're allowed.
You are a girl. You are my friend.
Hey,
you are my girlfriend.
There you go. Done. All right, so let's talk about hospitality. If you are hosting family or friends, should you have plans set or at least an idea of what to do, or is it okay to go with the flow? AJ, you looking very intense, so I'm gonna start with you. Talk to me.
She really did.
Please have something planned.
Yes.
Please have like a flow. I would say you don't have to be a specific run of show, but you really need to have some idea. Like, you guys are gonna come over at this time, we're gonna have cocktails, then we'll eat, and then we'll have an entertainment at that time. Other than that, I'm just coming over to chill. It's not an event, it's not a thing.
Yeah, at least some kind of framework to the evening.
Yeah, framework.
Unless, of course, you have someone like Jason Magic or Mike Bonner who can keep the party going. So I'm
I
sorry.
have the perfect framework.
I can only imagine. You got to be a great party guy.
Listen, 6 to 10 cocktails, 10:30, everybody out.
You know what?
That's the formula. That's the formula.
Okay.
That's the
so
formula.
they're not going to eat?
No food.
You get Taco Bell on the way out.
You know what?
I have one cousin who never brings anything. I have the parties like, you eat what you bring. Come on. 'Cause my one cousin, he never brings anything. Last year he brought cups. I said, well, work it out. Work it out.
No, you have to feed
Little
people.
ketchup, mustard.
Feeding people is a big thing for me. AJ agrees. Okay, so let's get into this really quickly. What should you wait on guests, meaning you serve them drinks or food, or is it hospitable to say, hey, just help yourself? I say have some hors d'oeuvres that people can nibble on until everyone gets there and we have the meal. Jason Magic, let's go.
My comedy answer is cocktails are always on ice. But the real answer is when we throw parties, there's phases.
Yes.
There's appetizers, then there's appetizers pre-dinner, and then there's dinner, and then there's desserts, then there's post-desserts.
Boom.
She's psycho. I'm not saying any names. But
She knows who you are, and she knows who she is, and she knows you're talking
Exactly.
about her. AJ, real
Exactly.
quick.
I'm coming to your party.
I know, that's what I'm
It sounds
thinking.
fun.
I
It
know,
sounds
really.
fun.
I have no answer. My answer is I'm coming to Jason's
Jason's
party.
house.
Great hospitality.
Mike Bonner, no.
It's just all out. Do what you like.
Okay.
Get it. The liquor right there, the food right there. However you want to get it, get it.
Do
We
what you're gonna
celebrate.
do.
We having a good time. It's not a production. It's a party.
Oh no, it's a party and a production at my house. All right.
Thank you, Tati.
Thank you. So what sense of hospitality should be shown if someone shows up unannounced?
So for me, I'm going to be hospitable. Hey,
Yeah.
come on in, XYZ. But I'm going to also be like, how did you hear about the party?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to go back to that source, and we're going to have a conversation
Yeah.
about inviting people to my things and not doing that.
It has to be that you just know I'm cool with this person. I don't mind them
Exactly.
being at my
Right.
house.
Yeah.
They're nodding, so I'll take that as an agreement. All right, well, what if guests leave a mess? And what if it's in the bathroom?
Oh, God.
Being a clean freak,
Yeah.
I will tell
also a
you,
clean freak. Oh.
you clean up your mess.
Absolutely.
And we're talking, when you say mess, like leaving chips on the floor,
I'm gonna say chips on the floor. Let's not go to the other
or
disrespectful
chips on
level.
the toilet seat.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I said chips.
I'm like not okay with that.
If you're messy at my house, I'm not going to. That you're not coming back.
No
Yeah.
invite.
No,
Yeah.
come on,
We're
we're grown
grown.
people.
Thank you.
Tati.
Mike Bonner.
Pick up. It's time to clean up. Everybody clean your mess. You're a grown
That's
person.
right.
You're grown.
You're grown.
Not singing that song.
Yeah, you gonna clean up. I don't care how the song goes. Clean your own mess. You're a
Clean
grown
up.
person. You're
And
an
I don't know
adult.
what you do at your house, but when you come over here,
You
you
go
pick
clean
up
up.
after
Yes.
yourself. I agree. Jason Magic, AJ Williams, and Mike Bonner. Thank you guys. It's
Thank
so
you.
much fun. What a great conversation.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us in the green room. It was
Yes.
such a fun show, fun green room.
Hope you enjoyed all those fun clips.
That's right. Lots of great segments, and we're going to have a week packed with good stuff. I will say this. What is coming up on Dining the D this week?
So, what am I doing? Tacos. I love tacos. We're having tacos from a place downriver, family-owned place. The guy's father used to be a butcher, so you know they got some good meat
It's all
there.
about the meat. All about the meat. All right, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.